Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have something different for you. I'm going to share with you my recipe on how to make cold brew coffee concentrate. If you've had it before, you know it's so delicious and it's less bitter than regular hot coffee. If you've gone to Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks, it's so refreshing in the summer, filled with ice and whatever creamers you like. It's just so good and saves so much money by doing it at home. I make this recipe in the summer probably every week, every other week. Depends on how big of a batch I make. But yeah, let me just show you everything you need. So you will need whatever kind of coffee you like. Today I have hazelnut coffee, which is a light roast, and this is actually from Aldi. And depending on how much you're gonna make, really depends on how much coffee you're gonna need. Today I'm just gonna make a small batch, but yes, so you need your favorite coffee, or if you wanna experiment, cold brew is a great way to experiment with flavors. So today I have my hazelnut. You're gonna need a large, wide mouth bottle or pitcher. This, I believe is 4 cups. So again, it really depends on how much you're gonna be making, what size batch you're making. Today I'm gonna make a small batch. Other times I've made it in a big pitcher. You're going to need something to measure out your coffee and your water. I have a Pyrex 2-cup measuring cup today. You're gonna need a spoon. And last but not least, you're gonna need some good quality water. Now, of course you can make it with tap water, but all the recipes that I've made it with and I've read and heard about is using really good quality spring water, bottled water, whatever you have, just to make the cold brew really a good quality. I opened up my coffee, smells so good. Anyone else love hazelnut? I love it. The basic recipe is going to be a ratio of 3 to 1, 3 being the water and 1 being the coffee grounds. So today I think I'm going to do about 1 cup of coffee and 3 cups of water. So here I go. I'm just going to pour some in until it's roughly 1 cup, and then I'm going to check for exact. Okay, so we have exactly 1 cup of coffee, give or take a couple of grounds. It doesn't really matter if you're a tiny bit off, but that's the basic ratio, 3 to 1. So I have 1 cup. Let me pour it into my big mason jar right here. Next up, we're going to be adding the water, which now will be 3 cups of water. And yes, I'm outside enjoying this beautiful day. So here we have 2 cups. That'll go right in. It doesn't matter that it's messy with the ground left over. It's all going in the same place. Doesn't matter at all. Going to need 1 more cup. Okay, that's a cup. It goes right in. Fill it all the way. Next up, get your spoon. Give it a good stir. Get it all combined. Okay, so now this is just the first step of the recipe. Now the rest will be done off camera, where this lovely batch of cold brew will sit and steep for between 12 and 18 hours. If you wanted to do this at night and leave it overnight, that works great. Some recipes call for it to be put in the fridge. I actually leave it at room temperature and I let it steep that way, and I will do it for about 12 hours. And then I will continue my video when that process is finished. See you later. Okay, so I'm back. My coffee has been steeping pretty much all day and night, probably almost 20 hours, which is a little bit too long. The ideal time should be between 12 and 18 hours. So yeah, if anything, it's just gonna be a little bit stronger and will just last me longer. I'll just have to use less and add more ice. The next steps are going to be as follows. You are going to need, you could possibly, if you wanted to reuse this, you just do what I'm about to do into another carafe or whatever you have, and then you pour the concentrate back in here. But I have this lovely little pitcher. Hi Willow, that's my doggy. I got this at Target for $3 recently in the Target's dollar spot. So I'm going to be pouring that in here, and I have a wet coffee filter, and I have this little what do you want to call it, strainer. That is, you don't have to use that, but I feel like it just helps me, so that it doesn't fall in and it just keeps things sturdy. So yeah, so I have the strainer lined with a wet coffee filter. I'm gonna give the coffee one last stir. Oh wow, it's so thick on top. Look at that froth. That beautiful golden froth. All right. So now this part is a little tricky because the grounds sometimes really clog up. So that's why I have this little popsicle stick, just to move things along a little bit. Okay, just had to switch up the view a little bit so I can have both of my hands. So I have the strainer, the wet lined coffee filter, and whatever pitcher, whatever you want to use, line that up nice. And yeah, I'm just gonna start pouring, and if it gets clogged, I have my popsicle stick to try to loosen things up. So here we go. And sometimes this is a long process. It just takes a while to drip. So if it is, I will just speed it up in the video. It definitely takes a while to drip. So just have patience that you're gonna have liquid gold pretty soon, guys. Okay, so here we are 45 years later, and I have about 2 cups, maybe a cup and a half of coffee concentrate. Again, like I said, whatever size you want to make, you do what you want to do. Sometimes I make a really big pitcher, but you do have to have patience because it takes a while to strain. And I also strained it one more time just to get any little grounds out that were stuck in there. And as you could tell, I made a little bit of a mess, so that's why I'm doing it outside, so it's just easy cleanup. And yeah, so this is ready to go. So let me make myself a little drink. Okay, I got a little mason jar filled with ice. And yes, this coffee is going to be very strong. It is a concentrate, so it only looks like a little bit, but when you add ice and milk and everything else you want to add, it stretches it, and it's not super strong like you'd think. And this will last, I don't know, 5 cups of coffee, something like that. And you really only need maybe an ounce or 2 for when you're making your coffee. All right. This is my favorite part. I got my half and half. I'm not making a super big cup because I just had coffee about an hour ago. Got hazelnut creamer. And yep, you're ready to go. Just took a sip. It is so delicious, so creamy, so refreshing and cold. It is so hot today. It feels like summer. If you guys love coffee, try this out, save some money, and you guys will not regret it. Just a little bit of patience and time, and you're gonna have some amazing, smooth iced coffee. So delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and let me know if you've made this before or if you're planning on making it. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye. Cheers.